Hey, what's going on? Manelli here. Recently, I did a Q&A over at my Patreon page where I had some of my members ask me some questions, and I wanted to share some of them here with you and answer them with you here on video. So here's a question from one of my members, Doug, and he asks, what is a typical day like? How much time do you spend on your music? And what are your other interests besides music and art? What do you do to wind down? And this is a great question that a lot of people don't see about me. Most people just know me for my music, and they don't know me so much as a person, which I think this is a great question and might help me to get more into the deeper side of me and who I am and what I do outside of the music, because the music doesn't define me. It is a complement to who I am, I guess. You could maybe look at it like that. Right now, with where I am in life, usually I get up in the morning and I'll have my coffee and some breakfast. And from there, what I usually do is I always like to watch a short 10 to 20 minute informative YouTube video. That could be learning about stocks, learning about the economy, learning about just random things on a list of curiosities that I have. And I'm a very curious person, so I love to learn. I love to acquire new knowledge, especially with new interests that I'm in at the time. And so right now I'm really into the market, stocks and business and marketing and all that stuff. So that's kind of like my 10, 20 minute thing that I go to. Right after that, what I do, I take my dog out for a walk, at least 30 minutes to an hour typically is the average. I got a dog, Tico. He's a lot of inspiration for me and a good energy to have around the apartment here where I live. After that, when I get home, I'm usually teaching. My teaching hours are usually between 11 to 2 p.m. And so usually that's when I'm teaching. And if I'm not teaching, I'll go right into my agenda, which is usually editing some stuff, because I have so much music that I'm currently working on. So I'm constantly editing. That's usually what I would do for the next hour or two. Have some lunch, relax, maybe take a nap. And I do everything from home right now, so I have the luxury to take naps and to maybe it's too much of a luxury, because when you work from home, your bed is just a few steps away. So I know a lot of people don't like that because it's too easy to do, too easy to get sucked into this. I'm just gonna take it easy today. I take a day off. And the thing is, I work for myself, so no one's telling me what to do except for my own drive. And I really like that. I really do like that. And I'm very motivated to get things done usually, so I don't really have issues with that. And how much time do you spend on your music? It depends. If I'm working on new ideas or new concepts on the guitar, it can be anywhere from 30 minutes up to 5 hours. I know that's all over the place, to be honest. When I was first starting out, I was playing up to 8 hours a day, but right now, realistically, it's maybe 1 or 2 hours on average that I spend on music, playing music. Again, the editing stuff that I do and the mixing and looking for new ideas, that can be another 2 or 3 hours, and things like this. And usually after this, I'm really into fitness right now, into lifting weights. I've been enjoying that, and the kind of endorphin release that I get from that feels amazing. So I've been getting into that. I was really into yoga for the last 7 years. I was really doing that almost every day, which was really good for my body, my mental state, for meditation and things like this as well. Other than that, if I have some time, I'll go for a bike ride. I love to be out in nature, especially on my bike while I'm moving. I love movement. And getting on my bike in the middle of like parks and stuff is just the best thing. I put headphones on, and I'm usually listening to stuff that I'm working on at the time. So I'm editing. I'm usually editing in my head while I'm on my bike. Probably not the safest thing to do, but you got to have some excitement in life every once in a while. So, and then what do I do to wind down? Typically at the end of the evening, I'll walk my dog again. And from there, usually I'll have dinner. And when I'm making dinner, usually it's not, I like cooking, but it's not something for the enjoyment of cooking. It serves a purpose, which is to feed me. So I'll batch. I like to batch a lot of things, in case you haven't noticed already. So with that, I'll make a dish that will last at least 3 or 4 days. I maybe won't have it 3 or 4 days straight, but I'll have it for the first 2 days, freeze the rest, and then make another dish or something afterwards. I have my like 3 or 4 dishes that I regularly make, and it's enough variety for me. I know some people couldn't do that, but honestly, I don't know. I just find that I love putting my attention towards bettering myself through the music and getting my music out there and exploring my own self through the music and reading. I am getting really into reading a lot more, which has been great just to help me to identify how to verbalize things a little bit more accurately, how to get to the point, and things like this. So, and it's always nonfiction. I prefer nonfiction because I like to read for the purpose of acquiring new knowledge. I don't like to read just fiction stuff. If anything, I'll just watch Star Wars or some sci-fi or fantasy stuff that is a movie or something for that. But typically, when it comes to winding down, it is more or less going to be either just more guitar at the end or probably some video games just to wind down. And the video games are usually like Star Wars games. I'm just a huge Star Wars fan, so that's always a lot of fun for me to explore that. So that's a great question from Doug. Thank you. Hopefully that answers that.